What is going on, everyone? This is the Brandalorian coming at you with another action figure review, and today we're looking at the Star Wars The Black Series Clone Troopers Dogma and Hardcase. I haven't had a Clone Trooper set in a while. They just come out with so many with Black Series. But here is the artwork of both of those characters with their helmets on the back there, and the bio there from the Umbara story arc in Season 2 of Clone Wars. But taking a look at these two guys, they look really cool. They kind of stood out to me when I saw that they were debuting this. And I have a lot of clones in the Black Series, but I feel like these two really would, I don't know, they caught my eye, especially because they're more of the grunt level clones and less of the ARC Trooper commanders, lieutenant style. Anyway, looking first at Dogma, he looks really, really good. We've got that shorter hairstyle going around there with like the widow's peak, but he also has like the V tattooed like right over his left eye, or right under his left eye. And then we've got like that V pattern going down the front chest there. And then we've got the blue on the shin and knee there. And then on the two sides of his clone armor there. Again, really unique hairstyle. The likeness to Tamora Morrison is really good. So happy with that. For articulation, his head can go down about that much, up about that much, can rotate side to side. His arms can go up about that much. The shoulder pauldrons, the clone shoulder pauldrons, do not inhibit that. The elbow pad is also kind of like a loose piece there. We've got I think it's I think these are double jointed elbows. We've got the diaphragm cut there, and then the loose chest armor. Over the top of that, we've got thigh swivels, legs can spread out about that much. It looks like it's only single joint knee, and then that clone knee armor pad is loose as well. And then we've got the ankle pivot and rocker. So a pretty decent articulation for this clone. I mean, these guys are not the most acrobatic and flexible characters, so it works for me. For accessories, he's got his smaller clone blaster, which we've seen a million times, but always needed for clone troopers, and then the longer range clone trooper blaster. So those two blasters for Dogma, and then he's got his Dogma clone trooper there, which is closer to the Revenge of the Sith style helmet. And we've got that like V right over the front of the mask there. And here he is with his long range blaster and then the helmet on. I think personally I like these because the head sculpts are so good, and there's certain clones that don't have it. I think I'm going to keep them without. For Hardcase, I think he was my preferred of these two. He looks really, really cool. He's got the shaved head, and then he's got those like thinner blue lines going all over his head, all over his armor. We've got the little tattoo underneath his chin there, and then the markings go over his eye. They go all the way around the back there. His legs are pretty bare and clean as far as printing goes, but the upper half of the figure looks really cool. I like the shaved head look. I like the tattoo going over the top of the head and around. I think this one is my preferred of the two, which is Hardcase. I like his armor, the markings on his armor too. I think that looks really cool. The pattern looks cool. But yeah, I think I'm going to display mine sans helmet for both of these. For articulation for Hardcase, head can go down about that much, head up about that much. They can rotate side to side. We can get his arms to go up nice and easy. Again, the pauldrons do not get in the way of that. We've got the shoulder swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. We've got the hinge at the wrist. Again, same thing with Dogma. These are both the same figure from the neck down. And we've got the knee articulation there with you can see the pad. The knee pad is separate. And then we've got the ankle pivot and the rocker there. So again, just like Dogma, pretty good articulation for Hardcase. Now looking at accessories for Hardcase, he has his helmet, which again, I think it looks better than Dogma's. There's a pattern here. There's a lot going on with his helmet. A lot of those thinner blue lines that are on his face and on his chest armor. But then he also has this minigun Gatling clone trooper blaster, which looks really, really good. I love the way it's sculpted. This can rotate all the way around there, so you can recreate that Gatling effect. And then we've got the swivel here for the handle, which is really, really cool. I like the way it has like this like shine with the plastic too. Very, very nice indeed. And here is Hardcase with the helmet on and with the Gatling gun. So that looks quite good. Very happy with this guy. But again, even though he looks good with the helmet, you can have the option of having him with this or without, because there are plenty of clone troopers in the Black Series that do not have a removable helmet, so those can stay on. And here they are together out of the packaging with some of their accessories standing side by side. And again, I really like the way these the set came out. So a big fan of these. Never a bad thing to get some clones. And here we are next to Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan. So you can see what that looks like, and that looks really good, standing next to those two main character Jedis there. And then we also have them with some of the other prequel era Jedis like Luminara Unduli, Quinlan Vos, and Plo Koon. There's so many prequel era Jedi that we've gotten, like Kit Fisto, we have Mace Windu, Ahsoka. But then here are then with some of the other clones that I have. I have a lot more than this, but these are the first ones that I was able to grab with Wolf and Cody and Rex. So you can see how these guys stand amongst those. So I think these are really, really good additions to your Clone Wars assortment. They can really fill out the ranks. They really look good next to the Jedi. I'm sure they will look great against some of the battle droids and some of the Separatist army characters like Death Watch and Maul and all those characters, and Ventress. So very excited and happy to have these two guys in the set. But let me know what you all think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next episode.